Stephen here from INEXTERIORS Painters and Decorators, and you're watching INEXTERIORS TV. In this video I'm going to show you how to paint a ceiling. Let's do this. The weapons of choice for this is a lightweight adjustable roller frame which adjusts from 12 to 18 inches with a Colossus roller sleeve that is 12 inches. The sleeve also has a 1-inch pile on it. Also a roller pole, a scuttle, a 2-inch brush, a paint kettle and some white vinyl matte Johnsons. If you would like to purchase any of the similar tools used, please click in the link in the description below. Make sure before you start that you're well sheeted up and any lights are covered up that you don't want to get paint on. Right, first of all, I start by cutting in the edges of the ceiling. For this, I'm using a 2-inch brush. I normally use a 3-inch brush, but that's in a different colour at the moment. What I'm doing is painting a 2-inch band all the way around the room. You can also flood the paint into any airline gaps that sits between the wall and the ceiling. When you're up close, you'll see the airline gaps sometimes. I'm not on about big gaps, I'm just on about little airline gaps. If they're bigger gaps, they'll probably need caulking. Now I'm cutting in nice and neatly around the light. It's very important not to get any paint on chrome fittings and fixtures because it does look really messy when you do get paint on them. When you're loading your roller, make sure you get paint all the way around your roller. This roller was used for a previous ceiling, so it was already primed. If the roller has been washed and has no paint on it and you'll be using it, you'll need to prime it first by dipping it in your paint bucket and rolling it around the bucket and putting it on the ceiling. It'll take 2 or 3 goes of doing that before your roller is fully loaded. When I take the roller to the ceiling, what I do is start about 5 inches away from the cutting in line, then I work it in towards the cutting in line, then I work it away from the cutting in line. I do this so I'm not directly putting a loaded roller right on the cutting in line and having nowhere to work it. I then repeat the process. I start 5 inches away from where I painted before, then I go into where I painted and then I come away from it. And then after I've painted an area, I then go back and lay it off nice and lightly. When I'm laying off, I just keep the roller nice and flat against the ceiling and lightly roll across it in the same direction. And what I do is repeat the process again, but this time I put a little less paint on my roller because I've got the light that I'm going up against. If you notice, what I do is I paint the ceiling in sections, but I go down 1/2 of the ceiling first. When you're rolling the ceiling, try and keep the roller in front of you like this. Whatever you do, don't paint it over your head, because this is how you will end up getting spray all over yourself. What I do now is just repeat the process on the other side of the ceiling. I just paint it in sections until I get to the end and it's all complete. Also, a top tip for you: if you find yourself having to put pressure on the roller, that's generally a cue to load your roller back up. See, the moment you're putting that pressure on as well, it's also making your work a lot harder, and it has absolutely no need to be difficult. Remember, if you want to purchase any of these tools that I'm using to paint this ceiling, please click in the link in the description below. This is the first of 2 coats, so just repeat the process exactly the same the second time round for the second coat. And that is how you paint a ceiling. If you've got anything from this video, please like, share, subscribe, please smash that notification bell and leave a comment down below. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching.